two-day conference intends to catalyze action towards the integration of traditional medicine based on the latest scientific evidence. Very soon, we will be joined by the high-level participants and our guests who will join us and light the lamp first and then get on stage to get on with today's business. We are awaiting the arrival of the Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, along with the Ministers of Health from India. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We've got the Honorable Chief Minister with us and entering the hall any moment. We welcome the high-level participants that include the health ministers from India and the G20 countries, the WHO Director General and regional directors, distinguished invitees from countries across WHO's 6 regions, scientists, practitioners of our guests. Dr. Munjapara, Dr. Rishikesh Patel, Dr. Poonam Singh, Dr. Hans to please join in the ceremony. Ms. Linpo Wangmo.
Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvikhnam Kurumi Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the invocation you hear being chanted as the lamp is being lit is the Sri Vakratunda Mahakaya, a loved prayer to Lord Ganesh. To clear all obstacles in our path, as well as the Dhanvantari Vandana, an invocation to the Dhanvantari.
understand, acknowledge, and advance its role in building a fairer, safer, and healthier future. Respecting the wisdom passed down from generations and embracing science, technology, and innovative thinking. Blending traditional and conventional, underpinned by robust evidence, innovation, new technologies, and sustainability. Imagine if we combine the best of the modern and the best of the ancient to support harmony with self, societies, and nature. It can be done. Together, we can embrace the potential of traditional medicine and create a healthier, more sustainable, and balanced world.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us this morning the Honorable Director General of the World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. Welcome back to Gujarat, sir. Dedicated to the well-being of all people and guided by science, the World Health Organization leads and champions global efforts to give everyone, everywhere, an equal chance at a ceremony of the WHO Global Traditional Medicine Center that recognizes the contributions of traditional medicine towards achieving health for all. Welcome once again, Director General, as I invite you now to welcome all our delegates and guests. Dr. Tedros.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Master of Ceremony. Your Excellency, Shri Bundra Bahai Patel, Chief Minister of Gujarat, Namaste. Let me begin by wishing our hosts a belated but very happy Independence Day. It's an honor to be with you here in Gandhinagar for the first WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit. I thank Prime Minister Modi and the government and people of India and Gujarat for their hospitality and for their leadership in traditional medicine as part of their commitment to universal health coverage through the Ayushman Bharat scheme. Yesterday, I had the privilege to visit a health and wellness center here in Gujarat, which provides primary healthcare services to almost 5,000 people in 1,000 households. I was so impressed with the way India is using telemedicine to provide consultations remotely, expanding the delivery of services and saving patients time and money in traveling. Traditional medicine is being integrated at the primary healthcare level with a wellness garden at the clinic where I had the opportunity to plant a tulsi tree. One of the great strengths of traditional medicine is the understanding of the intimate links between the health of humans and our environment. That's why WHO is committed to supporting countries to unlock the potential of traditional medicine through Global Traditional Medicine Center in Jamnagar, which I had the honor to launch with His Excellency Prime Minister Modi last year. At that time, we decided to co-host the first WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit, jointly celebrating WHO's 75th anniversary and India's 75th anniversary of national independence, alongside India's presidency of the G20. We plan to make this a regular event, maybe every 2 years, to provide an established global forum for sharing evidence and best practices in the use of traditional medicine. Traditional medicine is as old as humanity itself. Throughout history, people in all countries and cultures have used traditional healers, home remedies, and ancient medicinal knowledge to meet their needs for health and well-being. At some point in our lives, most of us will use some form of traditional medicine. Growing up in Ethiopia, and for healthy aging, traditional medicine has a long history. Over 3,005 years ago, Sumerians and Egyptians used bark from the willow tree as a pain reliever and an anti-inflammatory. The ancient Greeks used it to ease the pain of childbirth and cure fevers. Then in 1897, the chemist Felix Hoffmann synthesized aspirin, and the drug has gone on to improve and save the lives of millions of people every day. Likewise, the Madagascar periwinkle, which is now the source of childhood cancer drugs, is mentioned in Mesopotamian folklore as well as Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine. Medicinal plants like hawthorn and foxglove have been used to treat cardiovascular disease and hypertension, and a derivative of the wild Mexican yam is one of the first active ingredients in contraceptive pills. India has a rich history of traditional medicine through Ayurveda, including yoga, which has been shown to be effective in alleviating pain. As someone who spent many years researching malaria transmission, I am inspired by Chinese scientist Tu Youyou, who leveraged traditional knowledge to achieve a breakthrough in malaria treatment. After testing unsuccessfully over 240,000 compounds for use in antimalarials, Tu Youyou turned to traditional Chinese medical literature for clues. There, she and her team found a reference to sweet wormwood to treat fevers. In 1971, Tu Youyou's team isolated artemisinin, an active compound in sweet wormwood that was particularly effective in treating malaria. Artemisinin is now the backbone of malaria treatment. These are just a few examples. There are many more. Traditional medicine has made enormous contributions to human health and has enormous potential. Through this summit and the WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicine, WHO is working to build the evidence and data to inform policies, standards, and regulations for the safe, cost-effective, and equitable use of traditional medicine. This is not a new area for WHO. In 2014, our member states approved the first global 10-year strategy for traditional medicine. At this year's World Health Assembly, member states agreed to extend the strategy for an additional 2 years and asked for a new 10-year strategy be developed from 2025 to 2034. This summit is an important opportunity to advance the understanding and use of traditional medicine. The Gujarat Declaration, the main outcome of this global summit, if effectively implemented, will enhance the appropriate integration of traditional medicine into national health systems. Let me leave you with 3 specific requests. First, we urge all countries to commit to examining how best to integrate traditional and complementary medicine into their national health systems. Second, I urge you all to identify specific, evidence-based, and actionable recommendations that can inform the next WHO Traditional Medicine Global Strategy. Third, I urge you to use this meeting as the starting point for a global movement to unlock the power of traditional medicine through science and innovation. Once again, my thanks to India for its hospitality and leadership in this area. And my thanks also to my WHO colleagues, especially Dr. Shyama Kuruvila, for her hard work in organizing this summit. And also, I would like to thank my sister Poonam, our regional director, for her leadership on this. And my thanks to all of you for your commitment to bringing together ancient wisdom and modern science for the health and well-being of people and the planet. Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tedros. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Union Minister of Ayush, Government of India, Shri Sarbananda Sonowal, is with us. He's a member of the Upper House of Parliament, the Rajya Sabha, representing Assam, and has until 2021 served as the Chief Minister of Assam. He's taken various initiatives and measures for the promotion and propagation of traditional systems of medicine at the national and international levels. A keen sports enthusiast, Shri Sonowal is an avid practitioner of yoga and Ayurveda. I'd like to now request him to please welcome our delegates and give the introductory remarks.
Namaskar. Good morning to you all. Honorable Director General of WHO, Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Sri Bhupendra Bhai Patelji, Honorable Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, Dr. Manshukh Bhai Mandaviya ji, Honorable Minister of Health of Bhutan, His Excellency Madam Lainpo Daso Deshen Wangmo, Honorable National Director of Medicine of Bolivia, Madam Vivian Hinojosa, Honorable Minister of State for Ayush, Women and Child Development, Government of India, Dr. Munjapara Mahendra Kalubhai ji, Honorable Minister of Gujarat, Sri Rishikesh Patel ji, Honorable Regional Director of WHO, Southeast Asia, Dr. Poonam Khetrapal Singh ji, Honorable Regional Director of WHO Europe, Dr. Hans Klus, respected dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure and anticipation that we gather here today for the first WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit. This groundbreaking event, co-hosted by the WHO and the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, the summit, distinguished by its co-branding with the G20, underscore the global prominence of our deliberation. Settled against the vibrant backdrop of Gandhinagar, Gujarat, this summit signifies the dawn of a new era in healthcare. Our discussion here aims to forge the foundation for a dedicated platform for traditional medicine within the framework of the G20. This visionary platform seeks to foster international collaboration, share best practices, and seamlessly integrate traditional medicine into the heart of mainstream healthcare system. The summit endeavor to identify potential areas of collaboration and partnership between the stakeholders who share a mutual interest in the advancement of traditional medicine. By bringing together policymakers, practitioners, researchers, and institutions, the aim is to lay the groundwork for future collaboration that can drive innovation and research in this field. The Indian system of traditional medicine has made substantial contribution to global healthcare. Ayurveda's emphasis on preventive measures, natural remedies, and lifestyle modification has gained international recognition. Yoga's positive impact on mental and physical well-being is being acknowledged worldwide. This is evident from the fact that our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, established a Guinness World Record when 135 countries participated in a single yoga event at UN headquarters during International Day of Yoga 2023. Now, with the resilient effort of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, has resulted in the establishment of the WHO GCTM, and this WHO GCTM is a testament to the growing acknowledgement of traditional medicine across the globe. This center will serve as a hub for research, collaboration, and information exchange among countries. The dedication, devotion, and commitment of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, towards promotion of traditional medicine has resulted in exemplary transformation in traditional medicine sector. India's active involvement in this center will further facilitate the integration of traditional medicine into mainstream healthcare system. The G20 nation play a critical role in shaping global policies and agendas. Traditional medicine as an essential component of healthcare should be a part of this discussion. Collaborative efforts among G20 nations can lead to the development of frameworks that recognize of traditional medicine, research and innovation must be at the forefront. Investing in scientific validation, modernization, standardization of traditional practices can bridge the gap between ancient wisdom and contemporary healthcare needs. A harmonious integration of traditional medicine with modern healthcare can offer comprehensive solution to the complex health challenges of today. Collaboration between traditional healers, modern medical practitioners, and researchers can lead to more holistic and patient-centric care. Traditional medicine often has deep ties to local communities. By preserving and promoting these practices, we honor cultural diversity and empower these communities to contribute actively to global healthcare knowledge. Traditional medicine also embodies our shared heritage and wisdom. It offers holistic approaches to health and well-being that complement and complete the medical practices. The establishment of the WHO GCTM and collaborative efforts within the G20 paved the way for a brighter future where traditional medicine takes its rightful place in the global healthcare landscape. Through this event, one of the major expected outcomes is to propose recommendation for a dedicated forum on traditional medicine within future G20 presidencies. This platform will foster ongoing discussion and collaboration to integrate traditional medicine into global healthcare agendas. Through this platform, I extend my heartfelt greetings and well wishes to all who have joined hands in ensuring better healthcare security to the world. I also thank Honorable Prime Minister for making this dream possible. And today we are honored that our popular Tulsi Bhai is with us to inspire us to promote the traditional system of medicine. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Minister, sir. Traditional medicine is a fact of life for millions of people around the globe. Let's hear some voices and messages that have been sent to this summit. We would like to now share with you a short film that brings us views of indigenous peoples, traditional medicine practitioners, and beneficiaries.
Our culture and our land are in our bones and in our blood.
Traditional medicine holds great potential.
Let's recognise that these are our inheritances for our future generations.
We are part of the solution, one that will benefit all human and planetary health.
It's very hard to be healthy on a land that's screaming out for help. Humanity cannot be well when we're not caring for what looks after us, and that's our planet Earth.
For Indigenous peoples globally, our concepts of health are holistic. Our health is also dependent on the health of our family, our community, and our land. So much so that it cannot be separated.
We kind of lost the connection we had with nature and with different ways to approach health. It's not like you have to choose medicine over natural ways of approaching health.
I think it's important that we redress the balance so that it's not all one thing or the other, but actually that we can find a beautiful middle ground.
Medicine comes from a culture, from a geography, from a place, from a people, from a need, from a climate.
Traditional medicine matter to the people of Africa because this is our culture, this is our future.
I think it's important that we realise that conventional and traditional medicine can go hand in hand.
Today, there's more reliance on Western medicine. And what we do need to have a really strong, forward-looking, progressive way of being able to recognise the medicines of millennia.
Que no se pierdan esos saberes nuestros, que son tan sagrados, que son tan nuestros, que es la esencia de la vida del ser humano. De estar conectados con la diversidad de pueblos, con la diversidad de nuestras semillas, con la diversidad de nuestras plantas, con la diversidad de nuestras aves.
Yoga is basically an ancient Indian practice. Yoga brings out the positivity from within, it improves our mental well-being, and it brings out the overall well-being of an individual.
TCIH is about more than just medicines. We need research on professions and practices more than just products.
We, as Indigenous peoples, know that our intimate and intricate understandings of our lands and our medicines have so much to offer everyone.
It's now time to recognise the opportunity that we have. It's time to turn on our ears, open our eyes, open our hearts, and understand where we need to go to together, collectively.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Health Organization's Global Summit on Traditional Medicine will help chart a roadmap to scale up scientific advances in traditional medicine systems and practices. It will focus on the key themes of research, evidence and learning, policy, data and regulation, clinical practice, innovation and digital health, biodiversity and conservation, and equitable sharing of benefits. We are delighted to have many esteemed guests from around the world join us this morning. We welcome warmly the numerous eminent scientists, leading experts, renowned academicians and practitioners of traditional medicine who join us today. Thank you for being with us and sharing your deep knowledge for the benefit of the world. May I now invite Dr. Bruce Aylward, the Assistant Director General, and Dr. Shama Kuruvilla, Senior Strategic Advisor from the WHO Universal Health Coverage and Life Course Division, to please share with us the highlights of the Global Summit's agenda. Dr. Aylward drives the organization's agenda to make UHC and primary healthcare available to all. He oversees WHO's work on health systems, immunization and reproductive, maternal and child health, and traditional complementary integrative medicine. Dr. Shama Kuruvilla, as the WHO lead for the Global Traditional Medicine Center and Summit, has been working closely with WHO colleagues and participants from all regions of the world on the summit agenda that we will collectively take forward on this occasion. Dr. Aylward and Dr. Kuruvilla.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored and privileged to be here today with participants from around the world at the first WHO Traditional Medicine and Global Summit. The summit looks anew at the vast potential and applications of traditional medicine amidst important challenges and opportunities to achieve universal health coverage and health for all. The summit aims to catalyze potential commitments and collective action towards the evidence-based integration of traditional medicine in national, regional, and global policies and systems for health and well-being of people and the planet.
A very warm welcome and thank you to all the participants who've contributed to lead on this agenda. This agenda has been designed to chart a roadmap to scale up scientific advances and innovation for traditional medicine systems, practices, and impact. Our stage in plenary 1 will be set with a session on planetary health and well-being, recognizing and respecting the contributions of indigenous knowledges and resources, and also the modern traditional medicine professions and systems. And the session progresses with key themes on research, evidence, learning, policy, data and regulation, innovation, biodiversity and conservation, that's a priority for so many here, and equitable sharing of benefits. We will hear more about these issues being taken up in a joint dialogue with the G20 ministers that will be held on day 2 of the summit. A stronger evidence base, which is WHO's priority as the lead technical agency of the United Nations on health, will enable countries to develop appropriate mechanisms and policy guidance for regulating, ensuring quality, and the safe and effective use and equitable access to traditional medicine, and supporting the development of traditional medicine systems, practitioners, and products according to national contexts, national needs for people's health and well-being.
Ladies and gentlemen, what happens in this hall is just one part, of course, of the summit. We have the exhibition hall, as you know, at the Traditional Medicine Summit, which is a regional and global showcase of traditional medicine around the world. It takes inspiration from Gaia, or Earth, from which traditional medicine, as you've heard, beginning with the comments of our Director General, is inextricably linked through medicinal plants, water, air, and the natural environment. Giving form to Gaia, at the center of the exhibition hall, you will see a wish tree. This is drawn from the Indian Kalpavrika, the mythical, wish-fulfilling divine tree. This central installation represents traditional medicine's connection with the earth and its deep cultural roots. And it provides a space for people to share their expectations for the outcomes and long-term vision of the summit. Spreading out from the wish tree, you will see 8 spaces that contain global and regional exhibitions on traditional medicine. These spaces include exhibits for each of the 6 WHO regions, from Africa, the Americas, the Eastern Mediterranean, Europe, Southeast Asia, and the Western Pacific, as well as the Traditional Complementary and Integrative Medicine Unit of WHO headquarters and the WHO Digital Health and Innovation Department. Additionally, there is an exhibition space for provides a unique perspective on each region's and organization's histories, priorities, and ambitions for traditional, complementary, alternative, and integrative medicine. We welcome you all to engage with these interactive exhibits, learn and draw inspiration from their content, and share with us your wish for traditional medicine and its contribution to planetary health and well-being for all.
And as we look around, there's context in your cultures and what can be shared globally for planetary health and well-being. I think we will take inspiration from that saying, Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. The world is one family, and thank you for being part of ours today.
Thank you very much, Dr. Aylward and Dr. Kuruvilla, for sharing those highlights. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honourable Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Government of India, Dr. Mansukh Mandavia, has been conferred with innumerable awards and recognitions for his post-COVID management and overseeing India's mammoth COVID-19 vaccination drive with great success. May I invite India's Honourable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Mansukh Mandavia, to address the esteemed gathering.
Sitting on dais, Chief Minister of Gujarat, Dr. Tedros, Director General, World Health Organization, my colleague Minister, Sarvanand Sonwarji, Union Minister of Ayush and Road Shipping and Waterways, Excellency Ms. Leon Podash Dechen Pangmo, Minister of Health, Bhutan, Dr. Mahendra Bhai Munjapara, MOS Ayush, Poonam Khetrapalji, Regional Director WHO, Hrishikesh Bhai Patel, Honorable Health Minister of Gujarat, Vivian Dinojosa, representative from Bolivia, distinguished delegates. Good morning, everyone. With great pleasure, I extend a heartfelt welcome to all the distinguished ministers and esteemed delegations in the enchanting land of Gujarat for the momentous occasion of the first WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit at Gandhinagar. Gandhinagar city was named in honor of Mahatma Gandhi, also known as the father of nation. Gujarat is also the land of legend like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, known as the Iron Man of India, due to his commitment to national integration in the newly independent country. The Statue of Unity, the world's tallest statue, located on the bank of Narmada River of Gujarat, stands as a tribute to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel for his contribution to nation building. Gujarat is certainly as a place like no other when attracting throngs of tourists with its nature's splendor and wonder of history, culture, and architecture brilliance. It is a destination that should not be missed by the connoisseur of culture and art. I believe this global summit will provide a unique opportunity for us to engage in dialogue, exchange of ideas, foster collaboration, and establish international partnership to advance the agenda of traditional medicine and to work together toward promoting and leveraging the potential of traditional healthier practices worldwide. Traditional medicine have played a significant role in promoting health at personal and community levels for many countries. Even in today's era, there are huge demands for pharmaceuticals and cosmetic products that have a natural or herbal basis and landmark drugs delivered from traditional medicine. The industries of traditional medicine is huge and rapidly expanding. WHO has received reports from 170 member states regarding the use of traditional medicine. These states have expressed need for evidence and data in order to shape policies, establish standards, regulates the safe, cost-effective, and fair application of traditional medicine. Therefore, this global summit on traditional medicine can be the platform to mobilize political commitment and evidence-based action on traditional medicine, which is the first port of call for millions of people worldwide to address their health and well-being needs. I believe that in the next 2 days, the first global summit on traditional medicine under the theme towards health and well-being for all will facilitate the exchange of best practices and game-changing evidence, data, and innovation aligned with science and nature. We acknowledge that WHO has established the Global Center for Traditional Medicine in Jamnagar, Gujarat. India is acknowledged and knowledge hub with a mission to catalyze ancient wisdom and modern science for the health and well-being of people and the planet. The WHO Traditional Medicine Center scale up WHO's existing capacity in traditional medicine and supplement the core WHO's functions of governance, norms, and country support carried out across the 6 regional officers and headquarters. By incorporating the knowledge of traditional medicines into our research and innovation, we can effectively work toward achieving health-related sustainable development goals, truly embracing the One Earth, One Family, One Future approach. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we now share with you a short video message from Dr. Ngozi Onkoja Iweola, the Director General of the World Trade Organization.
I'm delighted to be able to take up the invitation of my brother, Dr. Tedros, to join you today at the inaugural Traditional Medicine Global Summit. I applaud the initiative of the WHO and the Ministry of Ayush of the Government of India in conjunction with the G20 Health Ministerial Meeting under India's presidency. This summit is a timely, path-breaking venture, a real step forward for inclusiveness and sustainability for global health. What we term traditional, complementary, and integrative medicine is sometimes misleadingly termed alternative, but for much of the world's population, it's an essential resource and a mainstay for accessible and appropriate health solutions, not a mere alternative or a fashionable lifestyle choice. It is a vital ingredient for achieving universal health coverage and for delivering on the Sustainable Development Goals. We know, too, that Western pharmacology has its roots in traditional and herbal medicines. The classic instance is aspirin, derived from the widespread use of willow bark to ease fever and relieve pain, which dates back thousands of years. It is clearly not a matter of either or, a stark choice between Western pharmacology or traditional medical knowledge. Rather, the challenge is to find the most appropriate relationship between these two knowledge systems. And we know that the multiple interfaces between traditional medicines and Western medical systems are complex, dynamic, and at times controversial, in need of practicable and equitable solutions. Indeed, mapping out the policy challenges posed by traditional medicines has been an integral part of the trilateral cooperation undertaken by WIPO, the WHO, and the WTO. We certainly see the need for analysis, debate, and mutual understanding here in the WTO. This stems in part from the widespread global interest in traditional medicines and the consequent opportunities for sustainable trade. Trade in medicinal plants has grown at a steady clip, on average 6% per annum since 2000. Our host today, India, rose in this time to become the second highest exporter with an annual growth rate of 9%. This growth has been achieved despite a general failure to reduce the effective tariff barriers. Non-tariff trade measures are also under the spotlight. The Committee on Technical Barriers to Trade has received around 100 notifications of regulations touching on traditional medicines, more than a third just in the last 5 years. These address registration and testing, good manufacturing practices and complementary manufacturing guidelines, safety and quality requirements, and maximum residue limits. They give effect to a range of policy objectives, including protection of human health and safety, prevention of deceptive practices, and consumer information and protection. A number refer to various WHO guidelines on herbal medicines, reflecting the TBT agreement principle, encouraging reference to international standards. And several members have also raised specific trade concerns in the committee, testament to the value they see in the trade in these products and the need for further dialogue and cooperation. Of course, some of the most sensitive issues arising from wider interest in and application of traditional medicines arise in the area of intellectual property. Developing countries in particular have voiced concerns about the misappropriation of traditional medical knowledge and the lack of recognition of traditional knowledge systems in intellectual property law more generally. This question has been on the agenda of the TRIPS Council in the WTO for over 2 decades. While the debate has been extensive and illuminating, it has not led to any significant breakthrough. I note, however, that our colleagues in the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, will be convening a diplomatic conference early next year to deal with one of the most intensively debated questions, that of a possible obligation on the part of patent applicants to disclose the origin or source of genetic resources and associated traditional knowledge used in an invention. This may well be a significant turning point in this long-running debate. And I know that, again, our co-host today, the government of India, is playing an active and engaged role in this process. I'm sure that the present summit will go far in advancing wider understanding of the significance of traditional medicines and the need for a concerted and inclusive response to the issues raised. And I'm glad to see the proposal for successive summits in other regions of the world. I wish you every success in this invaluable program of work. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Iviola. I'd like to now invite to speak the Regional Director, World Health Organization, Southeast Asia region, Dr. Poonam Khetarpal Singh, who has devoted more than 5 decades to strengthening public health as a leader and manager at national and international levels. Dr. Singh leads a region home to 1/4 of the world's population and has been championing traditional medicines in the area. Dr. Singh.
Director General WHO, Dr. Tedros, Honorable Minister of Ayush, Shri Sarbananda Sanovalji, Honorable Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Dr. Mansukh Mandavia ji, Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel ji, Honorable Health Minister of Bhutan, Tasho Dejan Wangmo, my colleague from WHO's Euro, Dr. Hans Kluge, other distinguished dignitaries on the dais, ministers, ambassadors, health practitioners from all over the world. It is a privilege to address you today on this historic occasion at the first Global Summit on Traditional Medicine, which is the first major meeting to be held by the WHO Global Center for Traditional Medicine. For 75 years, WHO has sought to achieve health for all as its guiding mission. Not health for some, not health for many, but health for all. And not just health in the physical sense, also well-being as emphasized in our founding constitution. For this, the 1978 Declaration of Alma Ata makes two critical assertions, both central to how we in WHO Southeast Asia region have pursued this mission. First, the primary health care is essential vector for achieving health for all. And second, that primary health care must be based on scientific and socially adaptable methods and technologies. In other words, that safe and effective traditional medicine has a very clear and a very critical place within our core objective. Today, all countries of the region have developed and implemented a national policy for traditional medicine. 9 countries have established formal training and education systems for traditional medicine practitioners, and 6 countries have co-located traditional medicine services within their health systems. 5 countries have national essential medicine policies on traditional medicine, and the same number of countries provide financial protection for traditional medicine services. We saw a living example of this in Gujarat yesterday when we visited with the Director General of WHO, a Health and Wellbeing Center. We look forward to accelerating this agenda in alignment with our region-wide push to reorient health systems towards quality, affordable, accessible, and comprehensive primary health care, while leveraging the full power of the new Global Center for Traditional Medicine, hosted and supported by India. And we also look forward to contributing to the outcomes of this summit, which will help finalize the next WHO Traditional Medicine Strategy 2025 to 2034, which will be presented to the 78th World Health Assembly in 2025 in Geneva. Together, at this meeting and beyond, let us build strong evidence for the most impactful outcomes. Let us drive true inclusion for the greatest equity. Let us explore new technologies and innovations, delivering ancient wisdom with modern tools. Let us nurture concrete commitment for increased collaboration. Let us act on both Astana and Alma Ata, accelerating a person-centered, holistic approach to health and well-being for a biodiverse planet and a healthier, more equitable and sustainable future for all. Let us remind ourselves of Vasudeva Kutumbakam, one world, one family, one future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Singh. I'd like to now invite the Regional Director, World Health Organization for the European region, Dr. Hans Kluge, a public health expert with more than 25 years of experience spanning 3 continents, to address the congregation. Dr. Kluge led the development of a new WHO European region vision on health systems for prosperity and solidarity, drove work on a regional study on universal health coverage and financial protection, and prioritized a focus on service delivery, including integrated and primary health care. Dr. Kluge.
My elder brother, WHO Director General Dr. Tedros, Your Excellencies, Ministers, my sister Region Director Dr. Poonam Singh, esteemed delegates, as we say in Hindi, Satya ek hai, Mark kai. Truth is one, the paths are many. Mahatma Gandhi's timeless words apply to this week's landmark summit. From all corners of the world, we gather here to reiterate a truth. Health is a human right for all, and the paths to health are varied yet convergent. Truly, unity in diversity, the very essence of traditional complementary and integrative medicine, and the very essence of our gracious host, India, marking a special jubilee of its independence. Congratulations. India has produced many of the world's finest minds in science and medicine, contributing to so much to our world, along with traditions embedded in the Vedas and, of course, yoga, a practice celebrated now annually by the United Nations, initiated by His Excellency Prime Minister Modi. What a joy for me personally to be back this week in the WHO Southeast Asia region, a region that has been truly a school for health for me. I spent 5 years of my WHO tenure based in Myanmar, tackling tuberculosis and the humanitarian crisis of Cyclone Nargis. What I drew from that experience in the Southeast Asia region, including ASEAN, guides me to this very day. Thank you, Southeast Asia. Thank you, Madam Dr. Poonam Singh. Today I represent the vast WHO European region, 53 countries across Europe and Central Asia, stretching from the Atlantic to the Pacific, bringing together ancient cultures of both West and East. In our European region, we have some 160,000 mostly private health practitioners who offer traditional medicine delivered increasingly in collaboration with conventional medical practitioners. There is an urgent need for a more consistent regional and global evidence-based approach to the traditional medicine sector. Given the importance of culture in the delivery of traditional medicine and the crucial role of communities, it is of particular importance, as Dr. Singh mentioned, to discuss how these approaches can be integrated in primary healthcare. We will discuss this at the International Primary Healthcare Conference in Astana, Kazakhstan, 22-23 October this year, marking the 45 years of the Alma-Ata Declaration and 5 years of the Astana Declaration, both of which incorporate the key role of traditional medicine. Finally, it is significant that this week's summit is complemented by the G20 Health Ministers meeting here in Gandhinagar under India's current G20 presidency. As a key forum for international economic cooperation, what the G20 says and does has significant impact well beyond its membership. Amid discussions on the economics of health and the political decisions that will be taken as a result, I am reminded of another saying by Mahatma Gandhi. Ye swasthya hai, jo asli dhan hai, soni aur chandi, ke tuk di machin. It is not pieces of gold or silver, but health that is the real wealth. Janjavat.
Thank you, Dr. Kluger. Ladies and gentlemen, science, evidence, and the way forward in scaling up the rigorous research on traditional medicine will loom large at this summit. It is the science that will realize the full potential of traditional medicine for health and well-being to turn ancient knowledge into game-changing interventions. Let us now hear from 2 Nobel Prize winners for physiology and medicine. We begin with Professor Harold Varmus, a Nobel laureate for his research on the genetic basis of cancer. He also chairs the WHO Science Council and was a professor at the Mayo Cancer Center of Weill Cornell Medicine. Previously, Dr. Varmus was the director of the United States National Cancer Institute and the National Institutes of Health. Professor Harold Varmus could not be with us today, but has kindly sent us this video message.
My name is Harold Varmus, and I serve as the chair of the WHO Science Council. And I greet you on the occasion of this important meeting that you're having on traditional medicines. Now, scientists may differ about the prospects of discovering the next great thing from traditional medicines, but we need to face a very important real-life fact that traditional medicines are very widely used, and that it's important to understand what ingredients are actually in traditional medicines, why they work in some cases, and how we can improve their use. And importantly, we need to understand and identify which traditional medicines don't work or occasion detrimental drug interactions or cause unacceptable side effects. And efforts to understand traditional medicines from all those points of view has been very important in my own career at the National Institutes of Health, running a cancer center, and at the National Cancer Institute as well. So I applaud your efforts in trying to understand these medications, understanding their composition, looking for the occasion when they are effective, trying to understand the nature of placebo effects that occur in their use, and in general trying to protect the public from misuse or unwarranted expenses for purchasing such medications. This is a complex field, and I applaud you for undertaking the study that brings fundamental science to bear on the use of these historical therapeutics. Thank you very much.
Professor Tu Youyou from China is a scientist who headed Project 523 to discover a cure for chloroquine-resistant malaria, and she did so by turning to traditional Chinese medical literature for clues. In the literature, she and her team
非常高兴能借传统医学全球峰会之际，与大家进行交流。传统医学是人类在几千年文明传承中创造和积累的宝贵财富。中药学是传统医学的杰出代表。是中国卫生与健康事业的显著优势。中国政府不仅主动重用中医药来增进人民群众的健康福祉，还积极同国际社会分享这一宝贵财富。以中医药为抓手，助力共建人类健康共同体，造福世界 民众考虑要青蒿素的发现，便是其中的一个例子。还有就是中医药抗击新冠疫情也是很好的例证。青蒿素是在中国传统草药青蒿中提取出的一种有效成分。青蒿素自发现之日起，不仅帮助中国完全消除了疟疾，还通过多种方式跨越死海，挽救了全球，特别是发展中国家数百万患者的生命，为全球疟疾防治、富有人类健康做出了应有贡献。这是中国的贡献，是中医药的贡献。青蒿素的成功启示我们，只要将传统医学所蕴含的古老智慧与现代科学技术相结合，传承精华，收进创新，就有巨大的潜力来解决当今世界所面临的健康挑战。我相信，通过对传统医学的深入挖掘和传承创新，我们可以更好地应对全球健康问题和公共卫生挑战。期待在本次峰会上，各国专家学者能够广泛交流和分享经验，推动共建人类卫生健康共同体，为人类健康事业做出更加积极的贡献。谢谢大家。
Nobel laureate Professor Tu Yu. The First Lady of Turkey, Her Excellency Emine Erdoğan, was not able to join us today, but has sent us her recorded message. Madam Erdoğan has been actively involved in social activities since her youth in Turkey and is a strong champion of traditional, complementary and integrative medicine, convening meetings in Europe and beyond.
Hanımefendiler, beyefendiler, hepinizi muhabbetle selamlıyorum. Sözlerime bu anlamlı organizasyon için Dünya Sağlık Örgütü'ne teşekkür ederek başlamak isterim. İnsanlığın şifa birikimini yalnızca modern tıp tükendiğinde başvurulacak, adeta son çare gibi algılamaktan vazgeçmenin büyük bir aydınlanma olduğu aşikar. Bin yılların doğal reçetelerini zamanın testinden geçmiş bir miras olarak gelecek nesillere aktarmanın kutlu bir görev olduğu kanaatindeyim. Her medeniyetin tedaviye dair köklü bir deneyimi ve başarı hikayesi bulunuyor. Hastalıklar nasıl yaşanan coğrafyaya özgü olabiliyorsa, yitik şifayı yine aynı iklim ve toprakta yetişen doğal ürünlerde bulmakta kolaylaşıyor. Dolayısıyla yerel bilgelere kulak vermek, reçetelerine başvurmak, şifa arayışını kısaltabiliyor. Bu nedenlerle farklı kültürlerin deneyimlerinden istifadeyi amaçlayan geleneksel ve tamamlayıcı tıp kongresinin hayırlara vesile olacağına yürekten inanıyorum. Saygıdeğer konuklar, insanlık, sağlıklı yaşamın yalnızca hayat tarzını değiştirmekle, doğaya dönüşle mümkün olduğunu gün geçtikçe daha iyi kavruyor. Oysa şifa halinin, yeryüzünün ve vücudumuzun iklimiyle uyumlu yaşanarak sürdürülebileceği çok erken çağlarda keşfedilmişti. Geleneksel tıbbın deva aramaktan önce sağlığı korumayı hedeflemesi de bundandır. Günümüzde de hekimlerimiz hastalıkların en önemli sebebinin doğal beslenmeden uzaklaşmak ve fiziksel aktivite eksikliği olduğu konusunda uyarıyorlar. Dünya Sağlık Örgütü'nün verilerine göre ölümlerin %70'i bulaşıcı olmayan hastalıklardan kaynaklanıyor. Kardiyovasküler hastalıklar başta gelirken kanser, solunum yolu hastalıkları ve diyabet üst sıralarda yer buluyor. Bu bakış açısının sonucu olarak Türkiye'de sağlığın korunmasına çok önem veriyorum. Öncelikle genç nesillere dengeli beslenme ve spor alışkanlıkları kazandıracak projeleri destekliyorum. Tarımsal üretimde kimyasal gübre ve ilaçlardan ziyade doğal yöntemlerin kullanımını teşvik ediyorum. Yerel türleri ve biyoçeşitliliği korumayı amaçladığımız Ata Tohum Projesi gibi kapsamlı kampanyaları himaye ediyorum. Değerli katılımcılar, yine Dünya Sağlık Örgütü verilerine göre geleneksel tıbba başvurma oranı %80'leri buluyor. Türkiye'de bu talebi göz ardı etmek yerine 15 geleneksel ve alternatif tıp uygulaması Sağlık Bakanlığı kapsamına alındı. Sonuçların bilimsel gelişmeler ışığında değerlendirilmesi amacıyla bir enstitü kuruldu. Üniversitelerimizde araştırma ve uygulama merkezleri hayata geçirildi. Böylelikle binlerce hekimimize bu alanda eğitim imkanı sağlandı. Anadolu tıbbını düzenlediğimiz 2 uluslararası kongre vasıtasıyla kanıta dayalı yöntemlerle dünyaya tanıtmayı hedefledik. İlkini 2018 yılında düzenlediğimiz himaye etmekten onur duyduğum GETAT Kongresi'ne 38 ülkeden bilim insanları 304 bildiriyle katılmıştı. Kongreler vesilesiyle bir araya gelen araştırmacılar, geleneksel tıbbı günümüze taşıdıkça etkileyici verilerin elde etmelerinin mutluluğunu yaşıyoruz. Hastalık yerine şifayı merkeze alan yaklaşım benimsendikçe daha sağlıklı nesiller yetiştirmenin mümkün olacağı kanaatindeyim. Her birey kendi kendisinin koruyucu hekimi olmaya başladıkça sağlığa ayrılan kaynaklar insanlığın yararına başka alanlara kaydırılabilecektir. Dolayısıyla tabiat eczanesinin reçetelerini keşif yolculuğuna dönüşen kongrenin sonuçlarını merakla bekliyorum. Sözlerime son verirken sizleri bir kez daha muhabbetle selamlıyorum. Kalın sağlıcakla.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Emine Erdogan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to now invite our special guest, the National Director of Ancestral Traditional Medicine from Bolivia, Ms. Vivian Tatiana Camcho Hinojosa, here representing today the women of the world engaged in practice of traditional medicine and indigenous knowledges. She has been galvanizing the movement for traditional medicine among citizens and influencing governments across the continents. A strong voice for ancient medicinal practices. Ms. Vivian Tatiana Camcho Hinojosa.
Sumas punche cachun tukuikunapa, hatunapay tukuigangunapa, noga suti Vivian Camacho, Hagai Bolivia, Koya Suyumanta Hamusani. Greetings to you all. I am from the Quechua Nation, from the plurinational state of Bolivia. Greetings to all the authorities that are joining us here. in the front, but also to all of you that have gathered together for advocacy for ancestral traditional medicine. Here we are representing the different colors of the world. This beautiful flag represents the rainbow. We all belong to Earth, no matter how color, no matter what language. We all belong to Mother Earth. We all belong to healthy water, healthy food, healthy air. We all belong to the generation that has dreamed that we would be alive today. We have survived the genocide, exterminium. We have survived the thief of our territories, but we are alive because of ancient, wise people. They have healed with their hands, midwives. They have received us with love and tender care, a wisdom alive from millennia, spiritual guides of our peoples. They have healed our souls, our bodies. We are remembering now that we are the seeds that they have left for us, but also we are the flowers of past dreams. They have seeded their lives so we can be alive today. So it's very necessary for us to remember that we all belong to Mother Earth, that we all belong to each other, that traditional ancestral medicine has to do not only with our beautiful biodiversity, but also with our spiritual sacred places. So I say with these sacred ones to the sacred places that is receiving us today from the sacred Andean mountains that I
promoting this idea that we are all one and we must work together to achieve what we want to achieve, that is health for all. So with that, Honorable Ministers, Director General, WHO, Dr. Tedros, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of this first ever Traditional Medicine Global Summit. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the gracious host, the World Health Organization and the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, for convening this significant event at this juncture. Traditional medicine is a testament to the deep connection between the human and the nature and the profound understanding of the intricate balance that sustains life on this planet. I thank the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, and Dr. Tedros, the Tulsi Bai of Gujarat, for their leadership in recognizing the vital role the traditional medicine provides in providing people-centric, inclusive health services for all. Bhutan, as you all know, is a small country between India and China, and it is known for its rich cultural heritage, breathtaking landscapes, and our unique philosophy of gross national happiness. And at the core of this vibrant culture lies the traditional medicine system, which has been an integral part of the Bhutanese way of life for centuries. Traditional medicine in Bhutan, known as the Soy Rigpa, which translates to the science of healing, is a holistic approach to health that encompasses the physical, mental, and the spiritual well-being of the individual. It combines the element of herbal medicine, lifestyle, and spiritual practice to treat the body, mind, and the soul. It is this belief that the three elements of the body, mind, and the soul are deeply interconnected to our environment, and any disturbance in that equilibrium can manifest into physical illness. Today, as we chart a way forward to develop a holistic, well-being-centric health system that includes traditional medicine, we must also invest and have meaningful conversations around climate crisis, as we have recently experienced with the monsoon, and provide a resolute commitment to preserve our biodiversity and natural environment through sustainable harvesting and management of medical flora and fauna. Distinguished delegates, in Bhutan, traditional medicine, Soy Rigpa, is not just a system of healing, but a vital building block of our health system. Article 9, Provision 21 of the Constitution of Bhutan mandates that the state provide free access to public health services in both modern and traditional medicine. Thus, in Bhutan, traditional medicine services are formally delivered in our public health through the network of hospitals and primary healthcare system, side by side with the allopathic services under the same roof. So if you were ever in Bhutan and if you visit a hospital or a primary healthcare center, you will see the allopathic doctor and the traditional medicine doctor sitting side by side with the pharmacies nearby. We are very proud of this system, a system that was instituted by our beloved third king, who is also known as the father of modern Bhutan, who believed that health is not just the mere absence of sickness, but a well-being of a human being, to grow in an environment and to thrive. So thus, in Bhutan, our traditional medicine practitioners or professionals are trained and managed similar to the allopathic medicine by the same university and the same ministry. Moreover, the traditional medicine practitioners are also provided same equal opportunity as the allopathic medicine doctors. And today I'm happy to inform that since we took over the government last 4 years, we have also compensated the enumeration, the pay packages, same as the allopathic medicine. So today, an allopathic doctor in Bhutan's salary is at par with the traditional medicine doctor. And that, I think, is very, very unique. Distinguished delegates, as we deliberate, let us not only celebrate the diversity of healing traditions, but also emphasize on the importance of rigorous research, documentation, and collaborative effort that is much needed to promote both systems of medicine. The bridge between the traditional and the modern medicine should be built upon the foundation of trust, respect, scientific validation, and cultural sensitivity to be able to unlock the innovative solutions that caters to the diverse healthcare needs of our communities and the people that we serve. As we embark on this journey of shared learning and collaboration, Let us channel our collective energies towards a world where wellness is holistic, where healthcare is accessible to all, with our rich heritage of traditional medicine illuminating our path to a healthier future and a healthier planet. Tashidele, thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Madam Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the state of Gujarat, and the Honorable Chief Minister is hosting us. Dr. Patel, Mr. Bhupendra Bhai Patel, trained as a civil engineer by profession, has vast experience in administration and is well known for his impressive decision-making power and unique persuasive abilities. As the Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Bhai sees a huge opportunity to serve the citizens of Gujarat and is committed to set new benchmarks of good governance in the state. May I now invite the Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel, to please address the summit.
राज्य के पाटनगर में केंद्रीय आयुष मंत्रालय द्वारा आयोजित WHO ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन ग्लोबल समिट और एडवांटेज हेल्थ केयर इंडिया समिट के शुभारंभ अवसर पर हमारे बीच मंच पर उपस्थित केंद्रीय स्वास्थ्य मंत्री डॉक्टर मनसुख भाई मांडविया जी, केंद्रीय आयुष मंत्री श्री सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी, WHO के डायरेक्टर जनरल श्री डॉक्टर टेड्रोस, केंद्रीय आयुष राज्य मंत्री श्री डॉक्टर महेंद्र भाई मुचपरा, मेरे साथी मंत्री ऋषिकेश भाई पटेल, भूटान के स्वास्थ्य मंत्री लियोन्थो दाशो डिशेन वांगमो, WHO के रीजनल डायरेक्टर श्री डॉक्टर हंस क्लोग, साउथ ईस्ट रीजन डायरेक्टर श्री डॉक्टर पूनम खेतरपाल सिंह, आयुष सचिव श्री डॉक्टर वैद्य राजेश कोटेचा, उपस्थित अधिकारीगण, देश विदेश से पधारे हुए आप सभी आमंत्रित महानुभाव, प्रेस मीडिया के मित्रों, सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। महात्मा गांधी और सरदार पटेल जैसे वीर की भूमि गुजरात में WHO वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन द्वारा प्रथम ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन ग्लोबल समिट का आयोजन किया जा रहा है। ये हमारे गुजरात और हमारे देश के लिए बहुत ही सौभाग्य की बात है। इस समिट में उपस्थित आप सभी महानुभावों का स्वागत करते हुए मैं धन्य महसूस कर रहा हूं। विश्व नेता और हमारे परम आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी हमेशा ही वसुधैव कुटुंबकम के सूत्र के साथ विश्व के स्वास्थ्य और कल्याण की बात करते हैं। कोरोना के कारण जब पूरी दुनिया में हलचल मच गई थी, तब हमारे लोकप्रिय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई के मन में आयुष सेक्टर को विकसित करने का विचार आया। हम सभी ने यह महसूस किया है कि आयुर्वेद दवाओं, आयुष काढ़ा और ऐसे कई उत्पादों के कोरोना के कठिन समय में लोगों की इम्यूनिटी को बढ़ाने में मदद की है। श्री नरेंद्र भाई ने संपूर्ण मानव जाति के स्वास्थ्य के लिए भारतीय चिकित्सा पद्धतियों और आयुर्वेद के ज्ञान की समृद्धि विरासत को देश और दुनिया के सामने उजागर करने का काम किया है। प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई विश्व की पीड़ा को कम करने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध है। वे 21वीं सदी के भारत के अनुभवों और ज्ञान को दुनिया के साथ साझा कर आगे बढ़ने में विश्वास करते हैं। हमारे उपनिषद में यह प्रार्थना की गई है कि सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, अर्थात सभी सुखी हो और सभी रोग मुक्त हो। भारतीय संस्कृति हमेशा मानव जात के अच्छे स्वास्थ्य और कल्याण की कामना करती है। पीएम मोदी ने विश्व के कल्याण और स्वास्थ्य क्षेत्र में कैटलिक चेंज फोर्स बनने का संकल्प लिया है। कोरोना महामारी के बाद से दुनिया भर में आयुर्वेदिक उत्पादों की मांग बढ़ गई है। स्वास्थ्य और कल्याण की जरूरत पर जोर देते हुए हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने आयुष्मान भारत योजना के एक हिस्से के रूप में देश में 1.5 लाख हेल्थ एंड वेलनेस सेंटर स्थापित करने का निर्णय किया है। चिकित्सा की एकीकृत प्रणाली पर ध्यान केंद्रित करने के लिए इनमें से 12,500 केंद्रों पर आयुष वेलनेस सेंटर की भी स्थापना की गई है। ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन को प्रोत्साहन के लिए श्री नरेंद्र भाई के नेतृत्व में आयुष मंत्रालय ने वर्ष 2016 से हर साल धनतेरस धन्वंतरी जयंती के दिन को राष्ट्रीय आयुर्वेद दिवस के रूप में मनाना शुरू किया है। पारंपरिक चिकित्सा की सदियों पुरानी भारतीय पद्धतियां आज पूरी दुनिया को राह दिखा रही हैं। आयुष सेवाओं को वर्ल्ड क्लास लेवल का बनाने के लिए गुजरात में इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को डेवलप किया जा रहा है। इसीलिए WHO ने गुजरात के जामनगर को ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन के ग्लोबल सेंटर की स्थापना के लिए पसंद किया है। यह भारतीय और हम गुजरात के लिए गर्व की बात है कि जामनगर विश्व का पारंपरिक चिकित्सा केंद्र बन गया है। गुजरात आयुर्वेद यूनिवर्सिटी कैंपस जामनगर में 4 आयुर्वेद संस्था के क्लस्टर को एकीकृत कर ITRA का गठन किया गया है। संसद में एक अधिनियम द्वारा बनाए गए आयुर्वेद शिक्षा और अनुसंधान संस्थान आज विश्व स्तर की हेल्थ केयर संस्था के रूप में उभरने की ओर अग्रसर है। ITIA में 14 विभाग, 3 अनुसंधान प्रयोगशालाएं और 3 क्लिनिकल प्रयोगशालाएं हैं। पारंपरिक चिकित्सा के अनुसंधान कार्य में यह एक अग्रिम स्थान के रूप में उभर रहा है। यह आयुष क्षेत्र में राष्ट्रीय महत्व के संस्थान का दर्जा पाने वाला पहला संस्था है। अपग्रेड स्टेटस के साथ ITIR के आयुर्वेद शिक्षा के मानक को अपग्रेड करने की स्वायत्ता होगी, क्योंकि यह आधुनिक और अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मानकों के अनुसार अभ्यासक्रम को लागू करेगा। आयुष के क्षेत्र में इन्वेस्टमेंट और इनोवेशन की संभावना असीमित है। वर्ष 2014 से पहले देश में आयुष सेक्टर $3 अरब से भी कम था। आज यह $18 अरब से अभी ज्यादा हो गया है। आने वाले वर्षों में यह वृद्धि और बढ़ेगी, क्योंकि दुनिया भर में आयुष उत्पादों की मांग बढ़ रही है। चाहे वह पोषक तत्वों की खुराक हो, दवाओं की सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट हो, आयुष आधारित डायग्नोस्टिक टूल्स हो या फिर टेलीमेडिसिन हो, हर जगह पर इन्वेस्टमेंट और इनोवेशन की न्यू अपॉर्चुनिटीज है। भारत ने आयुष, आयुर्वेद, योग, यूनानी, सिद्ध और होम्योपैथिक सेवाओं को विश्व मंच पर ले जाने के लिए आयुष वीजा और आयुष मार्ग की घोषणा की है। आने वाले वर्षों में विश्व के देशों के साथ हील बाय इंडिया पॉलिसी के तहत आयुष सेवाओं का आदान प्रदान किया जाएगा। आयुष के क्षेत्र में अपार संभावना का लाभ उठाने के लिए भारतीय पारंपरिक चिकित्सा पद्धति हमेशा नई खोज करती रहती है। गुजरात को बिजनेस का ग्लोबल सेंटर बनाने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई के नेतृत्व में शुरू किए वाइब्रेंट गुजरात ग्लोबल समिट आज एक बेंचमार्क बन गया है। इसकी सफलता के कारण आज दुनिया के अधिकांश देश गुजरात में बिजनेस ऑपरेशन शुरू करने के लिए आगे आ रहे। इस वाइब्रेंट समिट का 10वां संस्करण आगामी जनवरी 2024 में आयोजित होने जा रहा है। गुजरात हमेशा ही बिजनेस के लिए बेस्ट डेस्टिनेशन रहा है और मुझे विश्वास है कि आयुष सहित ट्रेडिशनल मेडिसिन और हेल्थ केयर सेक्टर में इन्वेस्टमेंट और इनोवेशन के लिए भी बेस्ट डेस्टिनेशन बनेगा। इसी विश्वास के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूं। भारत माता की जय, वंदे मातरम, जय जय गणेश। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Honourable Chief Minister, sir, for your warm welcome, inspirational thoughts and the support on the ground. May I now call upon the Secretary, Ministry of Ayush, Shri Rajesh Kotecha, to propose the vote of thanks. Shri Kotecha is an Indian Ayurveda physician who received the Padma Shri, one of the highest civilian awards in India, for medicine in 2015. Secretary in the Ministry of Ayush in the Government of India since 2017. Previously, he was the Vice-Chancellor of the Gujarat Ayurveda University. He's been the driving force from the Government of India to establish the WHO Traditional Medicine Centre and co-host this global summit. Mr. Kotecha.
Thank you. I know that we have overstepped the schedule of this inaugural, so I will take very little time, sir. First of all, today with immense honor and enthusiasm, I stand before you at the inaugural of first WHO Traditional Medicine Global Summit towards health and well-being for all. At this occasion, I sincerely convey my gratitude and regards to His Excellency DGWHO, Honorable CM of Gujarat, Honorable Minister of Ayush, Honorable Minister of Ayush, State Ayush, Honorable Minister of Health from Bhutan, Honorable Minister of Health from Gujarat, the DG of Alternative Traditional Medicine from Bolivia, the Director, Regional Director of CIRO, the Director of Eurozone, Shama Kuruvilaji, Mr. Bruce, and Minister of Ayush from the state of UP, other high dignitaries, Health Minister from Nepal and other countries. I welcome you all, and I also sincerely thank and compliment for participating in this event. Also, I extend my deepest gratitude to the World Health Organization for orchestrating this transformative summit and the commitment and foresight of the WHO team, particularly the Honorable DG, in convening the global experts, leaders and advocates to deliberate on pressing health matters are truly commendable. Also, to the distinguished guests sharing their insights, and to all the participants and attendees. Also, many thanks to our partner organizations and collaborators. A heartfelt thank to the host city, dedicated staff and volunteers, and Government of Gujarat for extending all support. Lastly, I would like to inform you all that Central Council for Research in Ayurveda Sciences, CCRAS of Ministry of Ayush, is conducting a voluntary survey with an aim to explore research opportunities and networking. I request everyone to be a part of this survey, as this database will further boost research, networking and future collaborations in traditional medicine. Thank you all, and let us move forward united, translating shared insights into actions that propel us towards a world where every individual enjoys complete health and well-being. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, Secretary, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us for this inaugural